busy after the hurricane now, for sure. As you can see, I'm unloading propane right now at a customer in Forest City, North Carolina. Yes, you could say that I'm busy with propane right now. I'm in Forest City, North Carolina, and I'm busy. They're low on propane in their main tanks at the first location. I'm going to come back here and reload them again because that's how low they are. They have multiple locations. But as of right now, driving, Forest City, North Carolina is almost hardly without power. There's a few down lines, not a lot, and it's actually a few trees. That's Forest City, North Carolina so far. I have to drive through Shelby yet, and I have to drive through, I still have to drive through most of Forest City. I have to drive through Shelby yet, and then I got to drive on my way to York, South Carolina to load my second load, and hopefully all the trees are clear down there. Now, as far as South Carolina, it's a mess where I live in Spartanburg. No power yet. It might be until the 4th of October until I have power, and it's looking bad. Now, on my way to driving to Forest City to unload, and I usually load up in Lexington, South Carolina on my first load, then do a second load coming out of York, back to the same location. But I started in Lexington, South Carolina, and I'm coming down my way to 21, and I just passed Chesney, South Carolina. Yeah, there's trees down everywhere. I seen a tree going through. I see a tree through the house that went down, and then I came across this. And thank God I was able to pass that. I was a tree down with some power lines down, and it was just high enough for my truck to pass through under. But that right lane is blocked, and people and the electric guys or the service guys have simply not gotten into that power line yet and not gotten down to that tree yet. So half of Chesney is without power. At least I'm not as this guy over here. So I have to finish unloading this load, and then I have to head my way to York, which has me run 74. And down into Shelby, and then I gotta go down into basically 85 and take Blacksburg Highway, which is Highway 5, and then to York. Hopefully everything's good. We'll see how well it turns out. I'm thinking I'm not gonna take the route, the 161 route, because it's a 2-lane road. I'm afraid at night that I won't see the tree and stop enough of time. So I'm gonna take Blacksburg Highway, which is Highway 5, to be on the safe side for now, and then maybe the daytime of it. Now, tomorrow I have a Forest City and Glenwood, North Carolina loads. And Glenwood, North Carolina is right underneath Marion on the east side of Black Mountain. It's a tiny mountain for me to go up. Hopefully everything's all right there. I have absolutely no clue what's going up there at all. Hopefully it's all right. I am going to try to ask the customer and see if their drivers know anything, if it's all right or if it's bad. We'll see what happens. But I ain't going there tonight. They're requesting a lot of propane down in the main location. Hopefully Glenwood is going to be fine. Like I said, it's on 221 right underneath Marion where I drop off. But on the west side of the Black Mountain, just Asheville is like gone. Chimney Rock is gone. I have a Cove Creek location that I deliver to as well, and I'm not too far from Chimney Rock. So hopefully that location isn't down, and I'm able to actually get in and out of there without going into any trees. But stay tuned because I'm going to share the news with you. Well, finishing up my second load, getting it unloaded. It wasn't bad actually driving to York or Terza to load up. The more I kept driving towards York, the less trees I actually saw that were falling down or crushed. Now, if I was here 2 days ago trying to do this, I would have not made it because the route I took, the one that I explained to you a few minutes ago, it would have been blocked up, but I seen the trees were cut up and moved aside. And luckily, when I got to the Blacksburg Highway, Highway 5, I saw another propane driver, and I hit him up on the CB radio. And I was like, hey, is the loading side open? He's like, yeah, it's open. You don't have nothing to worry about. I was like, great. But also when I exited on the Blacksburg Highway, which is Highway 5, the pilot of Blacksburg, it's semi-open, semi-closed. The other two little truck stops, truck parking areas anyway, were completely closed. and the Hardee's was closed there. And the Blacksburg Pilot, well, it was half open, half closed. The fuel islands were dead and dark, but the Pilot itself was allowing trucks to park, and you can see the Denny's inside open. Not sure if the Pilot was open, but you get what I mean. And anyway, finish up the second load, gonna be heading back, hopefully without any issues. Tomorrow would be a new day. I'm doing my regular main location run, and my second drop off would be in Glenwood, North Carolina, right underneath Marion, and hopefully the route will be clear. So as you can see, this is day 2. I am currently unloading at the main location. Guess what? Change of plans. I am not going to my Glenwood, North Carolina location, which is right underneath Marion, which got flooded in like crazy. I'm telling you, flooded in. Glenwood is right before you get to 40 on 221 underneath, like south of 40. That's where it's at. And there's 3 other locations that this customer has altogether. 4 locations altogether, but 3 other locations he has. I have not been dispatched there. I'm having a feeling that the roads are still bad there, that it could be a whole bunch of trees and it's messed up, so it's a problem. So I'm glad I'm not going there this week. Looks like this week I'm not going there, because the main location in Forest City where I'm at just used 2 loads of my propane in one day. I can hardly ever keep up. Yes, this Hurricane Helene is a blessing in disguise for me, actually. Sad that people have to live through this, but this propane is much needed for basically fuel and equipment or something, because we are busy hauling propane. And as I'm driving, I see fuel trucks coming from everywhere, from other states, to come and help out the Carolinas out with fuel. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2064 turn right. Driving a temp in the 6 Series.